I'm Mikayla and I'm going to be talking about A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. This isn't exactly a review, it's not really a ranting video. I just had a couple of problems with this book and I sort of just wanted to talk them out. I have mentioned in a couple of videos that this wasn't really my favourite book of Sarah J. Maas's and just almost kind of losing her appeal for me. Please don't hit me with your internet. I am going to say that this will be heavy on spoilers and I'm also going to be talking about the Throne of Glass series. So if you haven't read up to at least Heir of Fire, because at the time of filming this I haven't read Queen of Shadows, I don't really have any inclination to, and I will be explaining that sort of in the video as well. Just clicking out of this video if you haven't read A Court of Thorns and Roses, obviously, and you haven't read Throne of Glass, The Assassin's Blade, Crown of Midnight, and Heir of Fire. If you want to hear my thoughts, stick around, and like I said, you know, these are just my opinions. Comment down below if you feel that anything that I've said is completely off base or whatever. You know, it's a discussion, we're all here to talk, right? So I'm wearing this like flower crown thing because of the, is it the spring quarter? Now a little bit of history with this book. When I first heard about it and Sarah J. Maas had said, oh, it's about Fae, I was just like, oh, kind of like Throne of Glass. I wasn't that excited about that. I was just like, okay, cool, so another fairy series. All right, awesome. And then when she said that there is a possibility of a crossover because they are set in the same universe, I just went, even better. Probably just turn out or something that Rowan will mention, you know, Tamlin or Rhys or something. I feel as well that the characters of Tamlin and Rhys are sort of, well, they're sort of Kaelin Dorian, aren't they? With a little bit of Rowan mixed in there. Don't shoot me. I just really feel like she just has, it's in everything that she's done. It's like there's one guy who's always the surly serious one, then there's, you know, the flirty joker who everyone's sort of like, oh hello, how are you going? That's just how I'm seeing them at the moment. I think that Feyre is an idiot, an absolute idiot. Like, she doesn't listen to anyone. When anyone tells her not to do something, she does the complete opposite. Even her sister Nesta, who was a total bitch bag, can I just say, I couldn't, like, and that was the other thing, I was like, how on earth did this lowly mortal woman remember this? Just like, she had, her resolve was of iron. It's like, if her resolve was of fucking iron, why didn't she help you make some money? I can't just justify that behaviour. Like, if that was my sisters, I'd be like, bitches, you better be hunting with me, otherwise you're gonna starve. For me, there was only one line at the very end of this book that indicated that there was anything else happening. Like, I thought it was all just gonna wrap up and then just like, oh, well, Amarantha or whatever that chick's name that like got fucked up by that thing at the end was someone else. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, right, of course, because we're gonna make it a trilogy. Can't just have a standalone for anything these days. We've got to drag it out. At the very end, when Feyre became High Fae, I wrote on Goodreads, like, I was like, yeah, I'm digging this is cool. Oh wow, she's gonna die, like, they're gonna bring her back to life. And then she's High Fae and I literally wrote ... what the fuck just happened? Because what was that? I'm gonna need a 75-page explanation in the next book to explain how all of that occurred, because that just came out of absolutely nowhere. And I'm all for surprises in books, but surprises like that, you just kind of go, I think that Rhys is shady. I think it's weird when people are like, oh, Rhys is cool, you know, he was just doing that to protect her. It's like, if a guy was touching me, I don't care where, when I was drunk, no, that's not okay. No. My number one issue with this though, as it is with a lot of shit that happens like this with love triangles, is that Tamlin and Feyre had this big love, this huge love, this love that broke a very specific curse. By the way, how much more specific could that curse have been? Like, oh yes, a girl born at 3:05 AM on, you know, the 8th day of blood. Like, that was the most specific curse I have ever heard of. Love that is, it's united everything and everything's all better now. It's blown apart a mountain. It's defeated the greatest evil that these lands have seen. But Feyre has to go and spend time with Rhys, where she's probably going to hook up with him. I don't get it. That doesn't make any sense. If your love is that great that it does something like that, why are you going around with someone else? And everyone says, they're just like, oh, you know, I could be on Team Rhys. There shouldn't be a fucking Team Rhys. Do you know what's actually wrong? Is that Feyre has Selena Sardothian syndrome. And Selena Sardothian syndrome is that she is incapable of being friends with a man without making it romantic. Think about it. Sam, they hated each other, rah-da-rah. Oh, now we're in love. Sam's dead. See ya. Dorian. Oh yeah, you know, we're just gonna be flirty. Oh, we're gonna make out. Now I'm gonna break up with you. Kale, like, coming home. Kale, that's Sarah J. Maas does that. She goes, oh yeah, feeling like Kale was coming home, and then at the end of Heir of Fire, oh no, I can never be with Kale again. I'm gonna take off his ring. It is possible to have a healthy relationship. I guess that's what people need to be told after reading a Sarah J. Maas book. Having said all of this, I probably am going to continue on with this trilogy just to see where it goes. I'm not really digging the anticipation factor. After reading, I heard some spoilers for Queen of Shadows and I was just like, what the fuck? Seriously, like fucking Selena Sadothian syndrome strikes again. Possibly just go one of two ways. It's gonna be either Rhys or Tamlin. Who the fuck knows what's gonna happen in between that, but I guess we're just gonna have to read and find out. The video got a little bit dowdy towards the end. I just don't know. I don't know how I feel, but I do know that a couple of people do feel the same way about me. So if you're one of them, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it, if you had previously questioned any of the things that I did, because I need to know if other people were picking up on that shit. Hope you have a really good day, guys. I will see you again in my next video. Bye.